39, you're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Let's check in with Tuesday, Brittany.
Well, at the bus stop, things are chilly in the 20s and the 30s, but we rebound nicely later today. So this morning, expect temperatures in the 20s and the 30s with a mixture of clouds around, some partly to mostly cloudy skies. And later today, sunshine and clouds and highs topping out in the lower 50s. So looking at the upper 40s and lower 50s area wide, and that's a bit above normal for this time of the year. But we'll see some changes this evening. Clouds increase and there's a chance for a few showers with temperatures in the 30s and the 40s. There's even an AccuWeather alert tomorrow for a round of soaking rainfall and a few rumbles of thunder. Most of that will fall Wednesday afternoon. But behind that, Thursday 53 turning windy, winds around 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting even higher. Things start to quiet down and cool down as well later in the 7-day forecast. I'll have a full look at that coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's talk. And Charlene, over to you.
All right, thank you both. 441 coming up on Eyewitness News. She than any other state. The Big Apple favorite dates back nearly 200 years to the classic steakhouse Delmonico's, which first opened its doors back in
away from weather and traffic together. So as you get the kids ready for school this morning, layers are key. And that's because right now it's chilly as soon as you step outside. Temperatures are in the 20s and the 30s, but we rebound nicely this afternoon, reaching the 50s. So a chilly start, but turning milder with highs in the upper 40s and the lower 50s all around the area. And we'll see a mixture of sunshine and clouds. But tonight, changes arrive. Clouds increase. We fall in the 30s and the 40s. There's a chance for a stray shower towards sunrise far north and west. But it turns wet and active for everyone, especially late Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday evening. There's an AccuWeather alert for heavy soaking rainfall, even the potential for a few thunderstorms. Temperatures near 56. Thursday, we stay in the 50s, but it's windy, and that's going to make it feel more so like the 40s. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's...
Brittany, thank you. 5'11", opponents not giving up their fight to try to end the...
Where things stand when we return.
And 28 as well in Islip. Good morning in Bridgeport, 27. On satellite and radar, we're watching a thin layer of cirrus clouds that will continue to move to the east. So overall today, looking at just periods of sunshine and clouds, but it should still be a really nice Tuesday. I'm also watching a disturbance that's squeezing out a few flurries near western New York. Some of that could try to hold together to give a sprinkle in the Catskills, but we should stay mainly dry thanks to high pressure. But check out this large area of low pressure, this storm system sparking snow on the backside and severe weather ahead of it in Oklahoma and Texas. This is moving our direction, and that will bring us active weather tomorrow. But when it comes to the timing today, no rain to worry about, just clouds and sunshine, temperatures in the 50s. This evening, we're still dry and clear. But overnight into early tomorrow morning, there is a chance for a few sprinkles, light rain far north and west of the city in the Catskills and the Poconos. More the same for sections of northwest New Jersey. And still watching a chance for showers far north and west through midday. That all changes tomorrow afternoon, late Wednesday afternoon into early Wednesday evening. Just a round of heavy rainfall, downpours, even a few rumbles of thunder for everyone. And that will take its time to push out of here. So even close to 11 p.m., most of this will start to shift east of the city. Late Wednesday night into early Thursday, moisture clears, and Thursday is cloudy, dry, but very windy. Now, since things will start to warm up, temperatures are even warmer tomorrow, and we have some very strong winds higher up in the atmosphere. That could help to support an isolated strong to severe storm, so that's prompting a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for most of New Jersey. The main concern with those thunderstorms tomorrow will be damaging winds, small hail, and the threat for a few downpours. Speaking of downpours, rainfall totals could range between a ½ inch to an inch, maybe some isolated spots with heavier amounts. And that is needed rain to help to continue to get us out of our drought situation. Today, 53, becoming milder with clouds and some sun, southwest winds 8 to 16. And tonight, 45, clouds increase. Tomorrow, 56, an AccuWeather alert for heavy rainfall, a few thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, we'll still see temperatures in the...
What's going on here as you go to the Verizon Verrazano Bridge. No major issues to report. We did have that earlier construction. It was on the upper level, so we had that upper level closed down, but that has been reopened. Lower level, no major issues there. Now, once you come off of the bridge and you're coming up the BQE, so the northbound side, that's the headlights that you see coming here, getting up into the Brooklyn Bridge. Not a bad ride for you through Brooklyn. And then the 59th Street Bridge is in great shape, going onto both the upper and the lower levels. We have street cleaning rules in effect. Mike and Charlene, over to you.
All right, Heather and Brittany, thank you both. 5:20 right now. Big announcement in New Jersey today. We are learning the lineup for this year's Prudential North to Shore Festival.
Also ahead, learn why a popular parking app is paying.
Olympic gymnast Jordan Childs. She opens up about the emotional and verbal abuse she suffered from a former coach that led her to suicidal thoughts, and about her Olympic experience. The morning TV first this morning on Good Morning America.
Brittany, how's the weather looking today?
Well, things are chilly, but we turn milder later today. Currently, temperatures in the 30s and the 40s, up to 41 in the city and down to 34 in
QE and that aging infrastructure, it can't handle that weight anymore.
No, and that's why there have been multiple approaches to figure out what they're going to do with the roadway. The triple cantilever makes it a whole different deal. And, you know, how often are we in the morning when Heather's saying there's an issue on the BQE, right?
Having lived in Brooklyn,
I was gonna say,
live in Brooklyn.
We definitely know.
We get it.
Yeah.
The BQE is a problem.
So anything they can do to help. What about weather? What do we think? Tomorrow, driving around, especially going home, could be an issue?
Yeah, your evening commute could be really dicey because flooding rainfall is possible, leading to lower visibility, more clouds around, but we already have a few breaks of sunshine mixing in. It's 43 in the city, southwest winds near 3 miles per hour. Down to 39 in Bridgeport, 37 in Morristown, up to 48 in Toms River, and Poughkeepsie, you're in the upper 30s. On satellite and radar, skies are partly to mostly cloudy. I'm still watching a batch of moisture, a mixture of flurries and light rain west of us in western New York and Pennsylvania. A lot of that is falling apart as it runs into drier air from high pressure, but maybe one or two of those sprinkles could hold on to squeeze out a quick moving shower far north and west of the city, but most of us will stay dry today. That all changes tomorrow, all because of this larger storm system. It is very active on the back colder side, and then severe weather ahead of this cold front, sparking tornado-warned storms in northwest Arkansas, more the same for northwestern sections of Louisiana. That's impacting some of the Mardi Gras celebrations in that area. For us today, mainly dry, maybe a stray sprinkle far north and west, clouds and sun, temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. This evening, a brief clearing period, but clouds ramp back up. Now, tomorrow morning, we could wake up far north and west in the mid Catskills and the Poconos. Still except for showers in the west. Rainfall starts to spread around the rest of the tri-state late Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday evening. So that's when we'll have the bulk of the widespread heavy rainfall. Even a chance for a few rumbles of thunder. Rainfall. Even a chance for a few rumbles of thunder after 11 p.m. on Wednesday. And after 11 p.m. on Wednesday and Thursday morning, we could hold on to a stray sprinkle, but it's mainly dry with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the 50s, but it's going to feel colder because winds get stronger on Thursday. Now, since we're in for warmer weather and some very strong winds higher up in the atmosphere, that could support an isolated strong to severe storm, especially in New Jersey and Pike County. That's where there's a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for severe weather. The main concern will be damaging winds, small hail and downpours, but that main severe threat that's well south and west of us. Speaking of downpours, rainfall totals could range between a ½ inch to 1.5 inches once all is said and done. But today, turning milder with clouds, breaking for some sun here and there. Temperatures are warmer in the 50s, and then tonight down to 45, increasing early next week.
Spring forward with the clocks, I see this weekend.
We do.
Well, cops in New Jersey are now looking for a pair of thieves.
To avoid an ordeal like that. Wild. Yeah. Also in New Jersey, take a look at what someone left abandoned on the side of the road. Yes, a boat. Workers in Patterson spent much of yesterday hauling that giant boat away. Just well thing there, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, the mayor says that illegal dumping like this has become a major issue. I mean, boats. This is the first incident.
I think I know somebody who would take it.
I thought you were going to say someone that would boat.
If you just abandon it, how here? I don't know where I'll put it, but
don't do it. Now the mayor says he's cracking down and issuing fines of up to $10,000. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson.
Like a page out of Dr. Seuss's Mulberry Street, but this is Bergen Street in Paterson, New Jersey, and that's not one, but two abandoned boats.
It's brazen just to dump a boat somewhere.
Here's yet another tagged and dilapidated. In just 5 days, officials located the trio of vessels and have a clear message to anyone planning on Operation Clean Sweep. The city is now taking a multi-pronged approach to the problem. Off Route 9, violators can easily hop on and off the highway. In November, police did catch 12 illegal dumpers. Each were hit with $2,500 fines, which can go up to $10,000. An outside company will destroy these boats, crush them, but not before authorities record one very important piece of info. 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, seeing boats, thinking about summer. We're not the only ones looking forward to this warmer weather.
In fact, now is the time to make sure New York City lifeguards are ready.
You act. If you don't, you're going to lose out, especially during the COVID pandemic. And this couple thought they really lucked out on this property. It was in their budget. It had rental income, but their dream, it quickly died. And with it, a lot of money that they put down.
Because especially the pandemic, like you said, but in this area, it's so competitive.
Yeah.
Right, you feel like you have to act right now.
Some people have purchased sight unseen because of the situation.
That is definitely one of the red flags you want to look out for, and there were a lot in this situation. If there's no in-person showing, it probably means there's something they're hiding, like there's no actual house. Right. So you definitely want to make sure you get to see a property yourself. Next, anything like a quick for that.
Oh yeah, that's you know. So what can you do to protect yourself?
You have to research. You can go through we looked in that neighborhood to see when the house last sold. It sold in 2006 for $565,000. So this was $200,000 off of that, and stuff got more expensive, and that should be a red flag. Also, do just a quick search. You can do a reverse image search. You can actually put the picture of the house into Google and see if it comes back. Is it really a listing? Is it someone else's listing? And then work with a licensed and trusted realtor. And you know what you want to do? Ask your friends. Read their reviews and get referrals. That's the best way to know that you're working with somebody trustworthy.
I'm so glad they got that back.
Me too.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
I mean, that many years later, but still.
Yeah.
And now they can look for a new house.
Oh,
good for them.
Thank you, Nina. Coming up, President Trump making good on his promise to push tariffs onto Canada and Mexico.
Investors leading into the Trump administration based on the expectation that there would be lower taxes, less regulation. Investors had kind of been ignoring the threat of these tariffs and had expected that President Trump would have the threat, but he might not follow through on them. And yet here we are. We passed that deadline of midnight, especially when it comes to Mexico and things like fresh produce. So think of your cucumbers, your strawberries, tomatoes, limes, avocados. Those prices could go up in a matter of minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is warning consumers about a plan by Congress to raise these so-called junk bank fees. He says the chairs of the House Finance and Senate banking committees want to overturn a rule that caps the overdraft fee at $5. Schumer says that this could be a windfall for banks. He says it will let them keep up to $5 billion in excess fees.
The thing is, everyone hates these bank fees, and all you need is a bank account to be a victim. Long Island would be one of the hardest hit places in the country because we have so many people with.
The Trump administration is launching a review of federal grants and contracts with Columbia University.
Prosecutors have charged 2 people behind a ticket scam that involved Taylor Swift's Eras tour. The Queens District Attorney says one of the suspects worked for a third-party contractor for StubHub in Kingston, Jamaica. They would steal the web addresses for tickets already purchased by customers. And
it's the sign that summer is around the corner. Of course, it's too cold outside to swim right now, but we're going to head inside to a pool to talk about why now is that American Airlines regional jet and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter. The agency says 6 crews reported the onboard alerts on Saturday morning, even though there were no other aircraft nearby. 3 were forced to perform what they call go-arounds. All of them were able to land safely.
It's a potential major distraction of a flight crew at a very critical time of flight, which is landing. So if these are not real warnings, and they haven't been, they're distracting and they're dangerous.
Well, investigators are now working to find out if there was an external interference that may have triggered those alerts.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know.
know. I mean, like, I feel like this little brief stint with spring and like this up and down of the forecast makes me feel like spring is on the horizon.
A little bit of everything. And today, warmer compared to yesterday, even though this morning was chilly. For Belmar, you're close to 50, 39 in White Plains, 39 as well in Bridgeport, and Morristown sitting at 37. So skies are partly to mostly cloudy, a few breaks in between, and this will be the scene throughout this afternoon. I'm still watching this batch of moisture making its way through upstate New York and western New York, more the same in Pennsylvania. A lot of that is falling apart as it runs into drier air thanks to high pressure, but one or two of those could maybe hold together, squeezing out a brief sprinkle or flurry far north and west of the city. Today is shaping up to be primarily dry. That all changes tomorrow, and that's all because of this large area of low pressure. This is bringing snow on the back and cold edge. Ahead of it, severe weather stretching from Missouri, Arkansas, all the way down towards Louisiana. That severe weather actually impacting some of the Mardi Gras celebrations today. They've been moved up to avoid the worst of that storm system. That same system brings us storms tomorrow. But today, mainly dry, clouds and some sunny breaks, temperatures in the 40s, maybe a stray sprinkle in the Catskills. Tonight, we could see some clearing briefly, but clouds build in overnight through early tomorrow morning. So for your morning commute on Wednesday, there is a chance for maybe a stray shower or two far north and west of the city. More the same through midday. But throughout Wednesday afternoon, especially late Wednesday afternoon, that's when a round of widespread heavy rainfall moves throughout the tri-state. So a chance for downpours. This could be an issue for your Wednesday evening commute. Also the opportunity for a few rumbles of thunder. By 11 p.m., a few lingering sprinkles, the heaviest rain that's going to shift east of the city for the east end. And things dry out all around the tri-state on Thursday. We hold on to mostly cloudy skies. Since things are warmer, that could support an isolated strong to severe storm. So that's prompting a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for severe weather. That includes most of New Jersey and portions of Pike County. The main threat will be damaging winds, small hail, and downpours. Speaking of downpours, rainfall totals could range between a ½ inch on the lower end to 1.5 inches, and that will continue to slowly help us improve our drought situation across the region. Today, 53, turning milder with clouds breaking for some sun. It could be breezy southwest winds ranging from 8 to 16 miles per hour. And then tonight down to 45, clouds increase. Tomorrow temperatures 56, but there's an AccuWeather alert for heavy. Reporter Janice Yu is out at a pool in Chelsea right now with more information. Janice.
Hey guys, so I know it was a little chilly this morning, but I can tell you right now in this indoor pool, I am cooking. It is so hot. And Shirlene, I think you're the one who said we're only 108 days from summer. Well, I am so excited to hear that. And it sounds like you are too, because you were counting. But, you know, for lifeguards, I know we're thinking, okay, so we're already talking about this. But yes, because it is so important that the city be able to recruit more lifeguards. Mike, as you were saying, there has been a lifeguard shortage, not just here in New York City, but across the country for some time now. So this is a really critical thing that the city is looking to tackle. And I'm going to bring in our expert here, Sue Donahue, Commissioner of the Parks Department. Thank you so much for joining us. So first things first, I mean, if someone were interested in becoming a lifeguard, what is that process like?
The first thing you need to do is pass a qualifying test. And so that's why we're here, to encourage more people to get out, take these qualifying tests. They end March 15th.
Thank you so much. And again, you heard her say that the qualifying exams end March 15th, and those are available in every borough. So, I mean, there's really no excuse if you're interested in all of this. And of course, you can find more information on the Parks Department website. I'll send it back to you guys live in Chelsea. Janice Yu, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Janice, I love how that warmth in there gave you and Sue like that dewy summertime look. You know when it's
That's
really
what
warm?
I was saying. Look at my glow, guys.
It's actually giving. I love it. Thank you. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Coming up on Eyewitness News Mornings at 10, the hit musical, you know, we love it, coming back to Broadway. We have the details. If you want to see that girl and watch that scene.
Also ahead, the pink pooch and a police pursuit and a river rescue.
Enforcement, but they eventually rescued her. She's now reunited with her very relieved owner.
Just curious as to how the dog ended up
pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Huh.
Thankfully, sounds safe.
That's right.
a good rescue. Good work.
True.
by police in New Jersey. We've been following this political beef that's erupting between New York and Texas. So the lieutenant governor of the Lone Star State wants the New York Strip cut of meat to be renamed the Texas Strip. Republican Dan Patrick says that he plans to file a resolution to formally change the name, arguing that Texas should have first dibs on the title since it has more beef cattle than any other state. The Big Apple favorite dates back nearly 200 years, though, to the classic steakhouse Delmonico's, which first opened its doors in 1837.
Of all the things to harp on. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. But I think we got dibs. 200 years.
There is a precedent there. Yes. 200 years. Coming up, we're going to talk about the big news about a summer festival on the Jersey Shore. We are getting new details about the Prudential North to Shore.
Well, so got a lot going on.
That's great. Between the lifeguard training and you got the concert.
Rolling our clocks forward. We're rolling our clocks forward too. I mean, it's on the horizon. Yeah. We know David loves summer.
Yes. Is it that obvious?
It's very obvious.
Yeah, definitely join in on that.
Thank you, Dave. Do we have time for our final weather?
We do. Okay. And not bad today. Temperatures in the 50s after a chilly morning. Even warmer tomorrow, but Monday, Sunday down to 42 as we spring forward, and Monday 44 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds.
I hope on the other side of that forecast is more 50s.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just keep bumping it out long enough. It'll be 60s and 70s. And,
it's coming forward to it all. And that is it for this edition of Eyewitness News Mornings at 10.
Time and temperature, sponsored by TD Bank.
We have an
nice out there, a little bit of a warm-up from this morning.
That's right, but with the warmer weather also comes some wet and windy weather. We're tracking an AccuWeather alert for a storm headed toward our area tomorrow. Let's get a first check at the forecast from meteorologist Brittany Bell. Brittany.
And tomorrow there's an AccuWeather alert. It's not going to rain all day, but once the rain gets here, it turns really heavy and widespread. There's even a chance for a few thunderstorms too. Now this is the system. It is very dynamic on the colder edge, looking at snow, even blizzard warnings on the southern tier, a line of severe storms now moving through Arkansas and Louisiana that will continue to impact the southeast. So the system gets closer tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, just a chance for a few light showers north and west of the city. No major issues for your morning commute. That all changes for your evening commute because widespread soaking rain moves all throughout the tri-state, and that could lead to ponding on roads and lower visibility. Currently, we are mainly dry, just watching partly to mostly cloudy skies. I'm still watching this little batch of light moisture getting closer to the Catskills and the Poconos. If that holds together, that could squeeze out a brief sprinkle far north and west of the city, like Sullivan, Pike, Ulster, maybe even Dutchess County. But it stays dry for the remainder of the tri-state, at least for today. Temperatures in the 40s and the 50s, near 50 in the city, already up to 53 in Toms River. A similar feel tomorrow, but you'll need the umbrella. I'm going to show you the timing again, hour by hour, in just a few. David, Tanya.
All right, Brittany, thanks a lot. Long Island prosecutors say over. Come on, Tanya. You know how to dance to this.
That's right. Oh, boy.
Right now, it is the third day of Carnival in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The samba school parades are taking place at the samba.
Down there will not let a storm stop the party, right, Brittany?
Yeah.
I mean, a little weather is not going to dampen anyone's style.
And they're just adjusting. I know they've been moving up some of the parades because the weather is coming in mainly this afternoon.
Okay.
And it's a part of the same system that's going to bring us active weather tomorrow, but thankfully it's not going to be as bad.
Good.
Is what they're going to see across the southeast. But there's an AccuWeather alert for soaking rainfall and the threat for a few rumbles of thunder around the tri-state. Right now, temperatures are quiet and things are looking at partly to mostly sunny skies. We're down above the normal level of 46, but the record today, 70, set in 1974, sunset at 5:51. Temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. It's 46 in Islip, 47 in Danbury. Belmar already up to 50 and 53 in Toms River. On satellite and radar, skies are partly to mostly cloudy. More sun is breaking out compared to earlier in the morning. And I'm still watching this batch of light rainfall now approaching the Catskills and Pike County. Enough of that could hold together to squeeze out a small chance for a light shower or sprinkle for spots far north and west of the city, especially along and north of the I-84 corridor. High pressure will block most of that moisture away from the rest of the tri-state, but it's not going to hold on tomorrow. This is that system I was just talking about. On the colder edge, bringing snow across the northern plains, and the warmer section sparking tornado warnings already for the northern half of Louisiana. And this tornado watch will likely be extended to include New Orleans later this afternoon and this evening. For us this afternoon, a chance for a sprinkle far north and west, but dry for the remainder of the tri-state this evening. Some brief clearing, but clouds start to increase again overnight into early tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, for your commute, there is a chance for maybe a few spotty showers in the Catskills, the Hudson Valley, and northwest New Jersey, and that will remain the case by midday. Things all change late Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. That's when this batch of widespread soaking rainfall will move across the tri-state, putting down some downpours leading to ponding on roads, even the threat for a few thunderstorms too. A few sprinkles could linger late Wednesday evening, with the bulk of the heaviest rainfall shifting east of the city for the east end. Now, a sprinkle could linger into very early Thursday morning, but the remainder of Thursday is dry. We hold on to a lot of cloud cover, and winds get stronger, making it feel even colder despite high temperatures topping out in the 50s. Now, since there's going to be very strong winds higher up in the atmosphere combined with warmer air at the surface, that could support an isolated strong to severe storm across portions of the tri-state. There's a marginal risk for severe weather that's level 1 out of 5. That includes most of New Jersey and the southern half of Pike County. The main threat will be damaging winds, small hail, and downpours. Speaking of downpours, when it comes to day,
I don't know. What day am I looking forward to, Brittany?
Today's not bad.
Today's not bad. All right. Okay.
Live for the moment.
That's right.
Still to come, we're learning who will perform at this year's North to Shore Festival in New Jersey, the annual event better than any other state. What does that have to do with anything? Anyway,
Exactly.
The Big Apple favorite dates back nearly 200 years to the classic steakhouse Delmonico's, which first opened its doors in 1837. What is it, what is it, Texas Hold'em? What do we call it, New York Hold'em?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this guy understands New Yorkers very well. That's
what a good New York strip steak is all about.
That's right. It is a New York strip steak.
Yes.
There's nothing else. Right, Brittany?
Hungry.
Yeah, I know. It's time,
yes.
It's time for lunch. So what's it looking like out there today, Brittany?
Right now it's pleasant.
Yeah.
So we have a mixture of sunshine and clouds and temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. So we are milder compared to yesterday. Tomorrow, a similar day, turning windy, 53, and we drop down to the 40s. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, more the same on Monday.
Looking for those temperatures in the 50s and 60s.
Maybe a shot later next week. So
all right.
Gotta wait.
Friday was pretty close. It was 49. It's like, I'm 50.
Right, we get these little teas of it.
I put a sweater on, I'm 50.
That's right.
So good. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Brittany. And still ahead on Eyewitness News at noon, a police chase involving a pink poodle eluding officers left and right, how it came to a very wet ending.
And tonight is the season finale of the hit Hulu show Paradise, and we're going to tell you how the people behind the show tapped professors in sociology to help develop the drama.
In the morning, every minute counts.
So check with Eyewitness News this morning, first thing.
When you're up to speed, you're good to go.
We begin with breaking news.
We're live over Jersey City. Get your AccuWeather forecast first thing.
So you're prepared first thing.
Very heavy rain moving in.
Get traffic first thing, so you know where to go.
You're never more than 7 minutes away from news, traffic, and the AccuWeather forecast.
You always come first.
With Eyewitness News this morning.
Weekday mornings on Channel 7 and wherever you stream ABC 7 New York.
We'll be right back.
Bus stop temperatures in the 20s with wind chills in the teens. Mostly sunny this afternoon, but we cool down to the upper 30s. It stays breezy, but winds are not going to be as strong as yesterday. Throughout this afternoon, we take these temperatures in the low to mid to upper 30s, mostly sunny skies. And tonight, get ready for a chance for rain towards sunrise tomorrow. Soggy with high temperatures in the 40s. Heather?
Yeah, we have a
blaze to 1/10 of an inch around North New Jersey and the Hudson Valley, and this is prompting a winter weather advisory. That could lead to a few slick spots as you head out the door early tomorrow morning, so watch out for that. Rainfall totals could end up between 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch around the tri-state, so we will likely avoid the driest January on record. Today, a high of 38, mostly sunny, breezy, and colder, not nearly as windy. West winds between 12 to 25. Tonight, we drop down to 34. We'll see rainfall towards sunrise and freezing rain in north and west of the city. A wet and cloudy Friday on tap. Temperatures near 46. And for the rest of the 7-day forecast, temperatures in the upper.
We do have 11 o'clock this morning. There are about 4 flights that were bound for Reagan from LaGuardia that have been canceled, and that is according to FlightAware. We're live here at LaGuardia. Reagan Medji, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Reagan, we'll be checking back in on what's happening here.
Colder and still blustery this morning, but wind speeds will taper off a tad this afternoon. It's down to 27 in Central Park, a wind chill in the city of 16. Northwest winds gusting up to 32 miles per hour in Teterboro, 31 at JFK. Even stronger near Islip, closer to 40. But watch what happens midday into the afternoon hours. Speeds dip below 20 miles per hour. Temperatures are primarily below freezing. It's 24 in Bridgeport, 28 in Montauk. Good morning in Newburgh, 21 for you, but it feels like 6 in Newburgh. A wind chill of 16 in Poughkeepsie and 15 in Morristown. Skies are quiet and clear. That is setting the stage for a sunny day, but we only take these temperatures into the mid to upper 30s. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we do have some breaking.
Overnight, is that going to die down as we head into the morning?
Thankfully, so winds do taper off this afternoon, but right now it's still really gusty when it comes to the plane. 27 in Central Park, a wind chill of 16. Northwest 27 in Central Park, a wind chill of 16. Northwest 27 in Central Park, a wind chill of 16. Northwest wind speeds near 13 miles per hour. Sustained winds are similar, 6 to 22, gusting near 26, even close to 40 miles per hour. But look what happens this afternoon. We dip down below 20, so it's not going to be as windy, so a better feel when it comes to wind speeds. But temperatures are much colder. That's the case this morning. Stepping outside to a wind chill of 10 in White Plains, 9 in Newburgh, and 18 in Morristown. Real temperatures are below freezing in the 20s. It's 24 in Bridgeport, 25 in Morristown, and Toms River just shy of 30. Temperatures get into the 30s this afternoon, mostly sunny. For spots north of the city, you'll lean more towards the low to mid 30s, especially near 32 in Libertyville. Beekman 31 for you, Greenburgh 34, and Bridgeport a high of 35. Skies are clear, and this is setting the stage for a sunny day thanks to high pressure. High pressure also responsible for relaxing wind speeds. But things change tomorrow thanks to this area of low pressure near Dallas that will continue to move closer, bringing us wet weather on Friday. But at least today, sunny, breezy, and temperatures cooling down in the 30s. Tonight, clouds increase. Now, early tomorrow morning, that's when the first raindrops start to fall, and some of that could come down as freezing rain north and west of the city in North New Jersey, even maybe as far south as central New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, and the Catskills. That changes over to plain rainfall for the rest of Friday, lasting through Friday evening. Maybe an isolated downpour is possible. So it's not going to rain all day. We'll have some breaks mixing in, but overall a soggy and cloudy day on tap tomorrow. Things are dry for the first half of the weekend, and there's a small chance for an afternoon snow shower on Sunday. But back to that chance for freezing rainfall. Totals will be light, ranging from a glaze to 1/10 of an inch, especially for northern areas. That's enough to lead to a few slick spots on roads early tomorrow morning. We have a winter weather advisory for portions of North New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, all throughout Connecticut. So you might need a little extra time if you commute very early on Friday. Once all is said and done, we could end up between 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 around the tri-state, and we could likely avoid ending up with the driest January on record. But today, 38, mostly sunny, brisk and colder, not nearly as windy, especially this afternoon. Tonight, 34, rain towards sunrise. That starts out as a wintry mix or freezing rain north and west. For the rest of Friday, cloudy, soggy, a temperature of 46. So at least it will be a tad bit milder later tomorrow. For this weekend, temperatures are seasonable, upper 30s.